So one of the things that a huge part of what I do, which Linda knows, but Cheryl, Cindy, you might not have been introduced to this yet. Most of what I do is talk about the why behind why people do the things that they do. Because what I found is when you begin to understand that people are only doing things because it makes sense in their head, you want to punch them in the throat significantly less, right? Which is good because HR says no to throat punching. Okay. But the bottom line is that if you can understand the why,
Right.
especially from a historical perspective of why people are doing things. So like when you think about the baby boomers, their parents were children during the Great Depression. So that creates a lot of fear around money. Well, then they get off the boat from World War II, as
Yes.
traditionalists do. Kiss mom, make 3 times the amount of babies. That's how you get the baby boom. And they tell all those people that if there is a job available anywhere in this country and you don't leave to go and take it, you're a bad person because at least there's jobs available now. And it knits together that job and identity in a way that other generations haven't had since then. But it comes from a lot of the fear that was really built into their parents' perspective and how they inherited that. Plus, they've had a lot of weird ups and downs economically. But the big thing is that their job is what they do. When you meet most boomers, the first thing they're going to ask you when they shake your hand is, what do you do for a living? Right? It's knit together. And so the idea of ever saying, I'm not a teacher, I'm not a researcher, I'm not a whatever is scientist, engineer, hospitality agent. The idea of saying, not having anything to say in that spot, I think roots them in many ways to continue working.
Yeah, I think that makes a lot of sense what you're saying there, Kristen, and really kind of helps because it is kind of interesting to see just how much and I like what you said there too with the why around the it's so much of it is tied up the identity, right, as to who they are, which is so much different than today. So I'm wondering like then if we think about why do we see so much with like millennials and Gen Z? Because our generation, I think the Gen Xers are a little bit different in this whole mix.